Hello everybody, I have a little bit of a bonus video for you today. So I have 3 photos here of my boys, and I'm going to be using the March Kiwi Lane Kit Club as well as some Kiwi Lane templates that I have in my stash. So I have Abbey Road, I have the floral template, and then I have this butterfly from the nature template and the bees, which are from the kit. And I'm going to go ahead and start by using my templates and cutting up a whole bunch of this paper. In addition to my templates, I went ahead and die cut part of a title. I also have this fantastic that I'm going to also use on my title to go along with this month rediscover your stash product focus, which is pre-made titles. So in addition to the fantastic, I went ahead and added 2 other small words so that my title will read My Fantastic Boys. And then that ampersand die is from Spellbinders. It's a stitching die. So I die cut it and stitched it to go along with my Kiwi Lane kit. I have been loving this kit subscription. So I have killed the March kit. Now this is my last layout. I did 3 cards, 2 12 by 12 scrapbook pages, and 2 memory planning spreads. And I probably could have gone ahead and done more. I count a kit as being killed when I do not have any more 12 by 12 papers. So this is my last project with this March kit, and I'm so excited to hop into April's kit. The colors and the papers in the April kit are gorgeous. I am still a little bit on the fence with the templates. I don't really like critters that much, and there are critters, but that's okay because the papers and the colors are beyond amazing, and I am just going to go ahead and make it work. I have enough of a stash to pull from that I'm not too concerned that I'm not going to be able to kill this kit just as easily as I killed the March one. So I'm taking these borders that I traced and cut, and I am cutting them down to a much smaller size. I'm going to use a sheet of white cardstock as the base for how I want to set this layout up. I had an idea. And you know how that goes. When you have an idea, you have to run with it. So the strips vary in width because they are border strips, but I did trim them down to 11 3/4 inches, and that way there will be a nice white border around my page. There's also going to be white in between all these decorative edges. So I cut this paper a little bit smaller than I wanted. I thought I had it measured right, but no. So that's okay. We're going to kind of fill in with something else then as we work through this page. Everything is getting inked with Vintage Photo Distress Oxide ink. I love how the templates look, the pattern paper looks when you ink it up. I think it just adds that little bit of extra to it that makes it look finished and complete. I am not a math whiz, so I am just eyeballing this. I am starting with the 2 edges, and you see, this is why I love my Kiritaki tape runner, because when it looks crooked, I can fix it. I'm going to start with the 2 border edges that I want to be on either side of my paper, and then I'm going to fill in with it in the middle. I went back and forth. Initially, I thought I was going to do that blue, but as soon as I put the black side of that paper down, it was just so perfect. I knew it had to be there. So I'm adding these border strips in a completely like wonky way, not at all the way that I guess traditionally they should be used. I wanted this to look kind of super fun and whimsical And so I decided that I was going to, so I cut one of each of the size of the border strips, and then I knew I had double-sided paper so I could flip them around until I was happy with the way that they looked. And you can see like those two that are kind of in the middle, they don't line up, they're kind of wonky. That's what I wanted. So now I'm going to put down this nice bigger block of aqua paper, and then I'm going to fill in with this yellow. I'm just going to trim it down a little bit and pop it right into that open space. Next, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to mat all 3 of my photos in that black honeycomb pattern. And now I'm going to go ahead and make my embellishments. So I've already cut these out from the templates. I'm going to start with the flowers because they're nice and big. I'm just going to layer them up and ink them, and I'm going to use a little circle punch to add a center to both of these flowers. I'm going to end up with 2 flowers. Now, the templates for these flowers are quite large. I'm going to end up with flowers that are probably much bigger than I really want them to be, but that's okay because I can tuck them in and around. And at the end result, you're not going to have like these huge giant flowers on your page. They're tucked up underneath the photos, and they just add a pop of color and interest, and they don't look as big as they look now. Then I have this cute little blue butterfly, and I am going to add some pen details. So all of my butterflies and the bees are getting some pen details. So I really just like to use this Sharpie marker. It's just a black Sharpie marker, mostly because I feel like it gives you that really, really black look that you definitely want. So I'm going to go ahead and put, give my butterfly a body, and then I'm also going to go ahead and add the stripes to all of my bees using this black Sharpie marker. Then I'm going to go ahead and add all the bee bodies to the little bee wings, and I'm going to add some details to the centers of the flowers. Now the bees and the butterflies, I set them aside because I feel like the Sharpie marker doesn't dry as fast as a regular pen. And so I wanted to set them aside and let that ink really soak into the paper and get dry, because I'm going to come in now with my white pen and add some more details to the bees and the butterflies. I will be sure to leave links down below to as many of the products that I have used today as I can find. I know that wood veneer piece is from Colorcast, and I don't think you'll be able to get that. And I also don't think that the metal dies that I used for my title will be available, but I can, oh, and the Kiwi link kit would be for March, and I don't think that they sell them as one-offs. But I will leave down in the description box how to subscribe to the Kiwi link kit, the extra templates that I used, my spellbinders, ampersand die, my white pen, all that kind of stuff. So if you need any of those things, you can find them in the description box below. I'm going to put my 3 photos at angles and overlap them just a bit, and I'm going to put them right across the middle of my page. And then I want to go ahead and kind of play with these flowers, and I know I want to put one up here and then have my title kind of start above my photos and then end at the bottom. So I'm just going to kind of get my ideas kind of into place, what I think I want to use everything for. I do decide that I do like that flower up at the top. And then I'm going to go ahead and adhere down my butterfly, and I'm going to pop that bee up with some pop dots. I'm going to put my Fantastic above my photos, and I'm going to nestle the my in so that it kind of is hugging the T and the Fantastic, so everything reads nicely and snuggles into each other. And then I'm going to add some more pen work. So I'm going to add a little butterfly, a little trail to my butterfly that's going to kind of weave in and out of the title and kind of pull all of that together. And then I'm also going to add a little trail behind my bee. For the 2 bottom clusters, I'm actually going to cut that one flower up, and then it's just going to be a little bit of that flower peeking out from under the photo. And then my bee is actually going to look like it's kind of coming up from the bottom of the page. So I popped him up with some foam squares, and then again, just adding a little tail. For the little ampersand piece that I hand stitched, I'm going to pop that up with some foam tape for two reasons. One is just so that it has that little bit of dimension, but also because by putting the foam tape there like that, I'm actually adhering the stitches down a little bit better. Now, once I have the ampersand down, I'm going to go ahead and finish my title. So I'm just going to take my little homemade thickers here and add boys right underneath the photo. And then for his little trail, I love how this worked. I wasn't sure if it was going to work or not, but I'm going to start his trail in black. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to have his little trail go right over to the black area. And then when I get to the black area, I'm going to grab my white gel pen. And so his trail kind of starts out black and then goes white. And this worked so well. I love how this looks. So, so cute. And there we are. This layout is all finished. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you have been enjoying some of this Kiwi Lane content, which is a little bit new to my channel. Not to my scrap room, but new to my channel as I'm just starting to kind of use it more. And I subscribe to the kits. So have a wonderful day, everybody, and I'll talk to you again soon. Bye.